Have you ever wondered what happens to our body during a plane flight? There are some serious risks that we are subject to when we fly, and I bet you have no idea about them. In this video, we will talk about these risks, but I will also tell you what to do exactly when you fly to reduce the disastrous effects. Journeys to high-altitude locations carry a significant risk of hypoxemia or oxygen deprivation due to the drop in oxygen pressure compared to sea level. Typically, the air pressure within an airplane cabin equates to that experience between 5,000 to 8,000 feet above sea level. Local oxygen shortage can cause vasodilation, a drop in blood pressure, and heightened permeability in capillaries, as well as increased efforts to breathe and a faster heart rate. One research study found that a passenger's blood oxygen saturation dropped from 94% at ground level to 85% at altitude. The study suggested that this oxygen deprivation, combined with the dehydration, lack of movement, and low humidity commonly associated with air travel, could potentially increase health issues both during and after a flight. A recent study conducted by the University of Cologne has demonstrated that even a brief exposure of 30 minutes to conditions similar to those on a commercial flight can alter the balance of immune-related molecules in the blood of test subjects. This implies that the reduced air pressure during a flight may lead to modifications in how our immune systems function. If air travel does indeed impact our immune responses, it could not only make us more susceptible to acquiring infections, but also potentially affect our emotional states. It was previously believed that catching a cold or flu during travel was due to climatic changes. However, it may be more accurate to attribute such illnesses to alterations in our immune response during flight. Further emphasizing this point, if air travel does modify our immune systems, the implications could extend beyond a heightened risk of infections. Changes to our mood could also be a significant factor. Increases in inflammation, which are driven by our immune systems, are believed to be associated with depression. Human night vision can experience a reduction of 5–10% at elevations as low as 5,000 feet, 1.5 kilometers. This is due to the fact that photoreceptor cells in the retina, which are essential for vision in low light, are highly dependent on oxygen. These cells can find it challenging to obtain the necessary oxygen at high altitudes, thus impairing their effectiveness. Airplane cabins exhibit extremely low levels of humidity, explains Dr. Goldman, as approximately half of the circulating air in the cabin is drawn from outside. At high altitudes, this outside air is practically devoid of any moisture. This can result in dryness in your throat, nose, and skin. The best way to prevent dehydration is to drink lots of water, even before you board the plane. The Aerospace Medical Association also recommends using eye drops to relieve dry eyes, and consider saline nasal sprays to help dried out nasal passages and prevent nosebleeds. On every flight, both aircrew and passengers are exposed to cosmic ionizing radiation originating from outer space. Although only a minuscule fraction of this radiation penetrates the Earth's atmosphere, those traveling at flight altitudes are subject to elevated levels of this cosmic radiation. According to the International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, a division of the World Health Organization, WHO, ionizing radiation is a human carcinogen. Additionally, ionizing radiation is known to induce reproductive issues. Air travel often leads to reported sleep disturbances. Regular passengers who frequently cross time zones are prone to disruptions in their circadian rhythm, resulting in a condition known as jet lag disorder, JLD. The likelihood of experiencing jet lag escalates with the increase in the number of time zones traversed. The symptoms of jet lag include difficulty in falling or staying asleep, excessive daytime sleepiness, diminished performance digestive issues. Scientists from the Center for Altitude, Space and Extreme Environment Medicine at University College London have discovered that significant altitude ascents, such as those experienced during air travel, can alter the structure of your brain. Thankfully, the majority of these changes tend to be relatively minor. Motion sickness is a prevalent issue associated with traveling, and contrary to common perception, it's not limited to journeys by sea or car. It arises when the body, inner ear, and eyes relay conflicting signals to the brain. Symptoms often include cold sweats, dizziness, headaches, and fatigue. It's quite typical for many student pilots to experience motion sickness initially. However, over time they acclimate to the unique sensations of the flight environment, thus eliminating any discomfort. Deep vein thrombosis, DVT, is a condition characterized by the formation of a blood clot in a large vein. If the clot dislodges and travels to the lungs, it can obstruct lung arteries, leading to a condition known as pulmonary embolism. Long periods of sitting, such as during travel, can increase the risk of this condition. Those who have previously experienced a blood clot, have a family history of blood clots, are obese, or are older are at a heightened risk. To mitigate the risk of DVT, travelers are advised to wear medical compression stockings and take preventive medication before their journey. Choosing an aisle seat to facilitate walking around every 2 to 3 hours during the flight can also be beneficial. Additionally, performing seated calf exercises can contribute to DVT prevention airplanes, with countless passengers engaging in various activities like boarding, sitting, sleeping, and eating daily can harbor considerable dirt and germs. However, a recent study reveals that it's not only the tray tables or seat back pockets that might be teeming with bacteria. The tap water supplied on both major and regional U.S. airlines was found to be tainted with varying degrees of E. coli and coliform bacteria, according to the 2019 airline water study released by DietDetective.com and the Hunter College NYC Food Policy Center. You don't want to drink anything that could possibly be made with the tap water from the plane, even though the water for tea and coffee is usually boiled. If you can opt for bottled water or another beverage from a sealed container, you should. If you find the airflow to be cold, it would be wiser to put on a warmer layer, such as a sweatshirt, instead of turning off the vent. Medical professionals suggest setting the adjustable air over your seat to a medium or high level during the flight. This helps to deflect any airborne germs before they intrude into your personal space. Following such advice can also help safeguard your skin from becoming dry while on a plane. The likelihood of transmitting or contracting infectious diseases increases when individuals are confined within a limited space for an extended period. Infections can proliferate by breathing in airborne particles or through physical contact with infected surfaces, bodily fluids, or secretions. To curb and manage the spread of infections during flights, airlines use high-efficiency particulate air, HEPA filters, which effectively remove infectious airborne particles from the recirculated air. In commercial jet aircraft, the cabin air is a mix of treated external air and filtered, recirculated cabin air. This process serves to reduce contaminants within the cabin and helps to regulate temperature, pressure, and ventilation. If possible, it's advisable to wear clothing that covers any skin that might come into contact with your seat. Similar to other sections of the airplane, the seats are not typically cleaned between flights, making them potential hotspots for germ accumulation. Therefore, wearing longer clothing like trousers or long-sleeve tops can act as a protective barrier between your skin and potential contaminants on the seat. The chances of you finding airplane food delicious might be slim. It's not necessarily that the in-flight meals are bland. Rather, the decrease in sensitivity of your taste buds at cruising altitudes due to changes in cabin pressure plays a significant role. This change can diminish your capacity to taste sweet and savory flavors by approximately 30%. However, maintaining proper hydration can enhance your dining experience, even thousands of feet above the ground. Numerous air travelers experience dental discomfort during flights. This phenomenon can be attributed to pressure disparities. Air enters minute spaces and exerts pressure on the teeth from within. In-flight toothache is frequently the result of trapped air within a dental filling, a situation that may occur if a cavity has not been entirely filled during dental procedures. So, as we embrace the grandeur of air travel, it's equally important to take these factors into consideration and to know how to manage their effects to ensure a healthy and enjoyable journey. If you've encountered any issues not previously mentioned during your travels, we invite you to share your experiences with us in the comments. Have a safe flight! See you next time!